6.3, presentation of proclamation designating August 31st, 2022 as International Overdose Awareness Day. Supervisor Sabatier will be presenting this proclamation.
Please come on up.
I can't. I like the
You can go back to the podium if you want to, but for now. So about 6 months ago, I had a conversation or via email with the sheriff asking from the coroner's perspective, what are our top deaths and reasons behind deaths? And the number one was overdose. I believe it was in the 60s. I think it was 67 for 2021. As we've been discussing it in this past week, we've had some great conversations. It's tripled compared to what it is triple compared to what the state average is. We have a problem here in Lake County, and we have to be first aware that we have the problem, and then we have to try to solve the problem and do what we can. And unfortunately, these are not things that we can just slide under the rug or hide away from. These are family members, these are friends, these are community members, these are people we see every day. I've seen people who were very successful in their life, and then 6 months later, I see them and they are completely different individuals. This can really hit everyone and anyone. It crosses all boundaries. And so I wanted to bring back, we did this last year. I believe that Director Metcalf was the initiator for this, and I wanted to make sure we didn't miss it again because it's very important as we see ourselves in the highest levels of all the stats when it comes with overdose deaths. So today, we are doing a proclamation for International Overdose Awareness Day 2022. Lake County Board of Supervisors, Behavioral Health Services, and Lake County Health Services recognize Wednesday, August 31st, 2022 as International Overdose Awareness Day. Whereas International Overdose Awareness Day is recognized globally on August 31st to raise awareness about the risks of overdosing, honor the individuals whose lives have been lost from overdosing, and acknowledge the grief felt by families, friends, and communities. And whereas International Overdose Awareness Day aims to publicly challenge the stigma associated with substance use disorders and overdosing. And whereas in 2019, over 6,000 Californians died from a drug overdose, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And whereas in 2021, according to County of Lake Coroner's report, I'm being corrected here, is 73 individuals who lost their lives due to overdose in Lake County. And whereas every person deserves our best efforts to prevent injury and death from overdose, and it is imperative to support overdose prevention policies and projects, and to help make sure everyone understands overdose is a social issue which impacts the victim, families, friends, and communities. Whereas the County of Lake Board of Supervisors, Lake County Behavioral Health Services, and Lake County Health Services urge all residents, parents, public and private organizations, hospitals, schools, and colleges in Lake County to support efforts that will increase community awareness, understanding, and action to address drug overdose. Now, therefore, the Board of Supervisors for the County of Lake join with the Lake County Behavioral Health Services and Lake County Health Services departments and do hereby proclaim Wednesday, August 31st, 2022 as International Overdose Awareness Day, signed and adopted on this day by our board chair. And I know that there was some festivities in Lucerne, or was it Nice? In Nice over the weekend for this, so I'll let you speak on that, and of course, all of the services that are available for those that are seeking help.
So April Gampro, Lake County Behavioral Health Services. I was going to respond and accept this proclamation as a employee of Lake County Behavioral Health Services, but what I'm going to share is more along the lines of my personal experience during the event. I'm sorry. I sat there with my 13-year-old niece as she learned how to administer Narcan because my brother overdosed. I also participated because my brother-in-law overdosed. I am the only person in my family who has been able to stop the use of drugs. And this event empowers and encourages and educates individuals on how to not just be there for each other, but for the ones that they love and themselves. And so, although I will turn off my emotions in a moment and speak as a county employee, I just wanted to say that it was a moment I will never forget as my 13-year-old niece learned how to administer Narcan and use a face mask to protect herself from fentanyl in the event that she had to save her dad's life again. So, International Overdose Awareness is just that. We come out in the community, we collaborate with our partners, and we seek to educate individuals about not only the problem, but the resources that are available. Our department is working closer than ever in collaboration with, I was extremely impressed. We didn't really have a great turnout, but what we had was partners upon partners upon partners who took the time to learn about what each other was doing in their own initiatives to help improve our community. And that, to me, was a closer sense of collaboration than I've seen in the 10 years that I have been with the department. So with that, I would like to say thank you to all of the partners who attended. And even though we've chosen that day and that event to acknowledge these events, I think it's important that we carry these into everyday activities, everyday awareness, so that we can make an impact. So again, thank you.
Thanks, April. Tough act to follow. I do want to thank Supervisor Sabatier for bringing this forward. I kind of got wrapped up in this event that happened on Saturday and forgot about the proclamation. This is huge. As April said, though this is one day out of the year, August 31st, International Overdose Awareness, we want to make sure that it is observed every day of the year because, as you know, in our community, this is a pretty big issue, and we're doing the best we can to address it with the programs and services that we provide. So thank you. Thank you for giving us the time to speak on this.